30,000 plus to Cardinal Stadium, and tonight certainly won't be any different. Wave 3's Connie Leonard is out at that tailgating party. Hey, Connie, you got a big crowd, looks like.
I tell you, Jackie, 37,000 fans came to this game last year, and they're hoping even more come this year. And Touchdown Friday night is in the house. All right, now at this game, they believe in doing things big, Jackie, and I want you to take a look over our shoulder here. Somebody has brought a cherry picker out here with the big Trinity sign on it. All right, are you responsible for this, sir?
Pardon me?
Are you responsible for this?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Are the Rocks going to rock and roll tonight?
We hope so. We hope so.
Good luck to you. All right, we're coming back over this way, Jackie, and I've been told we've got the best chair in the house. Let's see it.
This is the best tailgating seat in the house.
Go Tigers! Tell me the cookie story. Tell me the cookie story.
I went to the bakery today, and all they had was Saint cookies, and they had plenty of Trinity cookies at Plains Bakery in St. Matthews.
All right, all right. And if you want to get something done here, you got to go to the parents of the St. quarterback, Eric Sailing, his mom and dad tonight. Now, if he throws interceptions, does he get $20 knocked off of his allowance?
If he what now?
If he throws interceptions, does he get $20 knocked off of his allowance?
We don't think about interceptions. We just think about receptions.
You going to win tonight?
Yeah, we're going to win tonight.
All right, good luck. Good luck, everybody. Jackie, we'll be here later. We'll be here later on Touchdown Friday night. We'll see you then.
Looks like fun, and get the earplugs out.
Well, tonight is what you might call the mother of all local high school football games. Trinity and St. will be squaring off before the big crowd at Papa John's Cardinal Stadium, and both teams are ready. It didn't take much to get the students at Trinity fired up about tonight's game. The Shamrocks are hoping to grab the Tigers by the tail and spin them for a loss. But the Tigers plan to put up a fight to keep the Rocks from walking away with the victory. One look at the pep rallies, you know that these schools take this high school rivalry very seriously. Well, tonight's game is more than just a heated rivalry, though, for young Chris Jung.
Jung was injured in a game last October and temporarily paralyzed. Chris has regained the use of his limbs, but doctors told him he would never play football again. Brooke Willis joins us now with Jung's story of how he's refused to quit the team. Brooke?
It's a great story, Jean. I don't know if you can tell by my hair, there's a lot of wind out here at the stadium. There's also a whole lot of enthusiasm from so many people. But the enthusiasm of one individual in the name of Chris Jung rivals even this Trinity St. rivalry. How much excitement can you pack into the St. pep rally? Perhaps not as much as Chris Jung has packed into his heart and soul. Chris is a St. senior. He began playing football here freshman year.
St. football, truthfully, has been probably the greatest experience of my life. It's completely changed my character.
But Chris hasn't played since a spinal injury during practice last October left him temporarily paralyzed.
In the ambulance on the way there, just looking up, and it was just terrifying, just looking around, like, you know, not being able to move. And that's probably the scariest thing I've ever had to encounter, is not being able to pick up my legs or my arms and just having them, you know, it's an awful feeling.
When he's not in class, he still spends time with his team. He knows it's too dangerous to play, but he still had one wish. He wanted to stand by his teammates in his uniform for the Trinity game. The coach granted his wish.
The first time in full gear since October. The helmet, the shoulder pads, everything. I tried everything on yesterday. It felt pretty weird, but it's gonna be great. I'm excited.
Chris Jung is grateful his legs can carry him through the halls of St. He's thrilled beyond the roars of a rally because tonight Chris Jung won't just be in uniform, he'll also be an honorary team captain.
I never would have thought a year ago that, you know, I'd be captain for a St. Trinity game. That's something that you dream about, so it's pretty cool.
Pretty cool indeed. You know what else is pretty cool out here? The aroma of food from tailgating. I'm licking my chops already. Reporting live from the very windy Papa John's Cardinal Stadium, Brooke Willis, WHAS 11 News.
And what a beautiful night for a football game. The Friday Night Flights crew will, of course, be live tonight from Papa John's Cardinal Stadium tonight at 11 o'clock. Catch the award-winning highlight show right here on WHAS 11 with the crew, Gary Gupton, Brad Knoop, and Lachlan McLean. And as always, boys, please behave.
Behave. Well
record going into the game, but the St. X Tigers want to show the Shamrocks' first-year coach the importance of this rivalry. The Dillard's Big Game of the Week features the St. X Tigers battling the Trinity Shamrocks. In the first quarter, Trinity came out of the gate and showed why they were unbeaten as Troy Thomas threw to Antonio Veals for the 35-yard pickup. Then it was Eric Brown with the 10-yard reception. The Rocks then showed off their running game as Maurice Rivers marched up the field. Wait a minute, it looks like Trinity faked out the camera guy. A couple of plays later, Veals runs it in for the TD. Trinity 7, St. X 0. The Tigers fought right back on their next possession. It was Benny Butler for 31 yards. Butler finds another hole, this time for a gain of 15. Then it's Nick Legal who punches it in from the 5. Tigers and Rocks are knotted up. Late in the second quarter, Eric Brown and Troy Thomas put on a clinic as Brown caught one for 22 yards. Then it was Brown again, this time for 24. And yes, you guessed it, third time's a charm. This time for 5 yards and the first down. The Rocks QB then punched it in from the 1, Trinity 14, St. X 7. The Tigers came back once again. Butler ran it for 30 yards and the touchdown. The extra point was missed at the half. Trinity 14, X 13. St. X came out of the locker room fired up. It was Eric Sailing to Jesse Cronin for 15. Sailing and Ryan Payne hooked up for a 22-yard reception, which is coming right into your living room. Legal sealed the drive with a 1-yard TD run. The Tigers' 2-point conversion was good as Sailing ran it in. St. X 21, Rocks 14. Late in the game with Trinity down by 7, the Rocks went for it on 4th and 9 and were stopped by the Tigers. A few plays later, St. X's Ryan Payne scored to seal the victory.
As the game went on, we got a little bit better. We got more physical. We get a lot of strength as we go because we work real hard at conditioning.
The game was ugly on both sides in the first half, but in the second half, the St. X Tigers proved why they should take home the shillelagh. The Dillard's Big Game of the Week final score, St. X 28, Trinity 14.